So hey what's up guys, Riderbox here and welcome back to our MotoGP 2019 modded career mode. So last time out we did our home Grand Prix, so if you missed it, make sure you go check it out. What an amazing race that was, very entertaining. So I do recommend you go back and see that episode before this one. So let's continue the season. We're going to be heading out. We haven't got many races left to go, look at that. And then Valencia, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races to go. Not long to go. So, the next one, San Marino. I'm hoping we can get a decent result there. Take a look at the standings. You can see Valentino Rossi extended the gap a little bit in the last episode. But Dovi sitting very, very strong at the top. Is anyone going to be able to dethrone him this year? I don't think so. So, we're going to be pushing on for 4th place in the championship. But we've got to watch out for the Suzuki Amir right behind us. So, before we get into the race, I'm going to do a bit of bike development if I can. Just enough to upgrade the top end speed on this bike, so I think we're going to need it with a few races like Thailand coming up. So very long straights there. So let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the next race. Here we are out on the grid then, ready to go racing, taking a look at Andrea Iannone, I believe it is, on the back of the... What is going on behind us? I'm the only one that's left the grid, and what? Oh my god, if you saw that, that was absolutely crazy. But anyway, Dovizioso is going to lead us into turn number 1, providing he gets a good start off of the line. We're going to be at the back of the grid on our KTM. Going to have to take it nice and easy to turn 1. I might go around the outside, which will then become the inside line for the next corner. So apparently I've crashed. Very strange start to this Grand Prix, but it is a wet Grand Prix. Like I say, trying it around the outside this time. Coming to turn number 1, watching the rear. Flick it up the inside at turn 2. I've had to take to the curb a little bit to avoid contact with quite a few riders as we're now out wide. And look at the rear. Oh, these wet conditions, very difficult. Like I say, as we get out wide there. It's only going to get easier. Hopefully. Oh, losing a position there. Tito Rabat powers out the corner better than us. We're just struggling for traction as we're very good on the brakes there at the end of the straight. But like I say, it's the traction. We just about put the power down. Battling for 15th place here. Come on, round turn 9. We've got 6 laps in total. And San Marino was a Grand Prix I was hoping to do pretty well at, but obviously not the ideal start. Again, this happened out at Silverstone. Getting a little bit wide there. Where did Quartararo go? Completely did him around the outside. Good mover at 13, around the outside again. Banaya, a little bit of contact there, let him know we're there. Oh my god, more contact with Rabat. Still battling for 14th place now with Tito Rabat as we slide up his inside. Can we send one up the inside at the final corner? Yes, we can. Can we hold it at exit? Put the power down. Lovely stuff. So, at the end of lap number 1, we find ourselves up into P13. And now we can really stretch our legs as there's a little bit clearer. Saying that, I run very deep into turn 1, so that's not going to help us out. Having to take to the curb, come on, avoid everyone, and we find ourselves back in 13th place. Late on the brakes at the end of the straight, coming to turn 8, up the inside of Jack Miller, and oh my god, we barely made contact, and down he goes. I want to take a replay of that, because that's just like, Jesus Christ, coming up the inside. We're a little hot, but I managed to tuck it away from him. And then you can clearly see we're there. Oh, I mean... He could have backed out of it and he just goes over. So let me know your thoughts on that move. Pretty controversial. Did he take Mir down with him? Don't think he did. Trying to get underneath of Ian in very slippery conditions. We see Jack Miller goes down with a very tiny nudge. Oh, I'm hoping that the new AI in the new game, the new smarter, intelligent AI, will see things like that and be able to pick the bike up and pull out of moves. Can we send anything up the inside at 14? Taking a very tight line, slipping it on the curb, 3 wide. Lorenzo finds himself on the outside. We're now on the outside of our teammate who sends us out a little bit wide. Just about hold on in these wet conditions, but Zarco again trying around the outside of Zarco out of the final corner, and finally we're through the midfield and pushing onto the top 5 now. Taking it easy into turn 1. Dovi leads the way from Vinales, Marquez, Petrucci all the way up in 4th, and then Valentino in 5th. And then we find ourselves just on the back of this group. So if we put the power down anytime today, we'll be able to push onto him. Zarco's going to try and come with us. Oh my god, the bike just doesn't want to stop as we make a little bit of contact with Valentino. I'm going to pause it for a screenshot here. Right then, let's unpause it and see if we can keep it ahead of Rossi, but not able to. We're going to do the switch back on him. No, we're not. The rear just gave up on us. Almost sent us into a high side, but we get away with it. Very, very fortunate there. And here we go, back on the brakes at turn 8. Take a very narrow line. Oh, he does it back on us. Jesus, that is clever. Just was a little bit clever with the racing line there. Again, we're up the inside. Can we make it stick this time? Oh, I'm trying to, but he's not going to make it easy for us. And back through the doctor goes, and we're losing time now with the front four. Lorenzo's through on our teammate Zarco, so we're going to see a flying Honda onto the back of us as we're out very wide there, very slippy in these wet conditions. But here we go. Again, we're going to try it on the inside. We can hold on the slippy curb. Just about avoid the white lines. Oh, the rear again. Going on and Valentino all over the back of us once again. Can we hold it? We're out a little bit wide. Come on. We've still got our nose just about ahead. Tipping it into the final corner. And there we go. To end lap number 3. Start lap number 4 then. We're exactly halfway through. 35.5. We go 0.2 of a second quicker than Dovizioso. We're all over the back of his teammate now, Petrucci on the other Ducati. Oh, putting the power down again is a struggle on this KTM. Just need to improve the traction on this bike. There we go. Oh, slide it up the inside. Get away with it. Oh, KTM, come on. This bike just needs that little bit more fine tuning with the handling. Oh god, we're very late on the brakes. The brakes are good. Tipping it into 8. A little bit wide. Oh, Petrucci's letting us know we're there. Spinning up the rear then as we come into turn 9. Took it down for turn 10 a little bit wide, but we can pick up a late apex and a good run onto the straight as we try and avoid the Ducati, and the Ducati's now going to come flying past us. Look at the extra acceleration on that factory bike. Tip it into 11, try and keep it on the track this time. Again running wide. Very wet, slippery conditions, getting understeer. Come on, someone's down. Takaki Nakagami's down. Game lagged a little bit then, and we're popping a wheelie as we return to the track after a little trip off wide. And that's allowed Petrucci right to the back of us. As again, turn 15, we're getting a lot of understeer in this wet weather conditions, but the final corner is fine. Ooh, as I say that, 2 big kicks of oversteers. We go to put on the power and have to back out of it. 2 laps to go then. Ooh, the bike then, very unstable on the brakes. What can we do? We're coming for you, Marquez. We're coming to get him. Only a few laps left, this lap and the next one to go as we tip it into 8. A better line through there. Again, a snap of oversteer on the exit. Struggling so much here in these wet weather conditions on this bike. And it is Viñales who's second in the championship, tucked in behind the championship leader Dovizioso. So if Dovi wins, he will continue to extend his lead out from 69 points. He's unstoppable this season. He's unstoppable on this game, to be honest. Surprised Milestone didn't nerf him a little bit because he's so OP. But I suppose he was this quick in this season. Wow, in 2018. Right, one more lap as we just got the final corner to go. Again out wide, avoid the grass. But we could be in for a podium here if we play our cards right. Second place might be a very big push, but Marc Marquez is just falling off of the front 2. So we could have an opportunity to come to the inside at turn number 1. Very aggressive, 34.8. We've broken into the 34s. And maybe we could get Maverick as we out-wrestle Marquez there over the bumps. Keep it ahead. Here he goes, trying up the inside. I'm going to brake later and just hold it around the outside onto the back of Viñales. Maybe we could get second place. Could we get the win here? Come on. Up the inside of Viñales, maybe not quite out very wide. That's going to cost us some time. Yeah, squeeze it up the inside of Viñales. There we go. We're through up into P2. Can we get the win? Can we take the win here today? The track has dried up a little bit more on this final lap, and we're able to pick up the power a little bit. I mean, I think we've got an opportunity to get the win here. Can we get another win in this season? I think we've only got one or two. Let's tip it in real hot on the brakes. Oh my god, I mean, not on the brakes, I just lifted off. Come on, onto the back of Dovizioso. Contact there. We're going to have to go the long way around the outside. I'm going to switch it up to the inside line. Oh, we temporarily gone into the lead of this race. Oh, come on, penultimate corner. We're in the lead. This is the corner that we struggle at. Take a nice tight line through there. And tip it into the final corner. Come on. Can we take the win? Power out without falling off. And there we go. We're going to bring it home for a very, very surprising win. Oh, I'll take that. Chuffed our bits with that result. First place. Dovi thought he was going to pull out even more in the championship, but we had something to say about that. We took the win here today. Look at that, a 34 flat. That is, what, 1.4 seconds quicker than Dovizioso, the next fastest man. Actually, no, Marquez was the next fastest man out on the track. Look at that, 3 people with 35.4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people with 35.4s. That's crazy. And then we're 34 flat. That's absolutely lovely stuff. So how's that going? Oh, look at that. We've jumped up to 4th in the championship. Can we get past Marc Marquez? That will be a massive ask, but we'd find ourselves in the top 3. Now that could be a good result. But Dovi's now 73 points ahead of Maverick Vinales in the championship. So it's all going to go down to the wire. So KTM, we're only 7 points off Honda in the constructors, and then we're still 3rd in the team rankings. So doing very well in the team rankings is probably the fact that Jorge Lorenzo is letting Honda down, really. Obviously Marquez is pulling his weight. But there we go, taking the win, taking the top step of the podium in this episode of the career mode. I think it's something like our 2nd win in the MotoGP class. Very good for KTM though in our I would say conquest of the championship, but I mean, Dovi's absolutely dominating this season, so I wonder if we'll be able to switch teams. Here we go. So we've got some new offers on the cards. Who's going to be able to give us a new ride at our new team? So I'm going to end off the episode here. I'm going to leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger, so do tune in next time if you want to see who's going to offer us a new ride. But for now, we will see you in the next one.